Hey you guys, this is me, a Sinking Simulator here today, and today we are playing Vehicle Simulator. Of course, this is something new to the channel, and I am playing it, and this is kind of like, if you really think about it, it's kind of like a 3D sandbox game where you can build anything you want out of like Google SketchUp or anything like that, and just import it into this game. You can build like cars, planes, helicopters, and even ships. And of course, I'm on the Bismarck. And of course, not the German battleship Bismarck. Whoops. I'm sorry. I'm confused with the Bismarck and the Imperator. Oh my god, this is the Imperator. They look very identical, kind of. Besides, the Bismarck had a much taller deck, boat deck, I think. Like, it's taller. And on Imperator, I mean, same thing for Vaterland. It's taller too, but the Vaterland's bridge had a wooden bridge, but the Imperator is much shorter, and it looks kind of identical. And as you notice, there's lifeboats on this deck as well. And of course, this is built on by an Italian shipbuilding website. I think I'll give a description and links below. But yeah, this is the Imperator. Oh my god. I just got done running for a 6.5-mile run. And of course, hopefully, this was just bring back the spark of this channel by just posting vehicle simulator videos and much more. And so this ship can go, I think this ship can go a lot faster. I think it can go like 20 knots, I think. But yeah, but I downloaded a ship pack from the, I don't know what ship company it is. I don't know, it's some German company. I don't know the German names that well. I think it's HAPANG, I think. I think it's abbreviation of the ship's company, HAPANG. It's like HAPANG, I think. You know, I'm just gonna drink my coffee. Totally not sponsored by Big B's. And yeah, whatever. So anyways, we are on an island, I think. Sometimes whenever I get bored, I kind of just set cruises for no reason. Like, this is all real time, and of course I base this in the morning. The time is in the morning. So yeah, you can press P for panel, you can turn starboard, report, you can even back up the engines. And of course, this game kind of does glitch, so I'd pardon if you might see like a black screen or something below. And of course, that means that I probably have to restart the game to fix it. It's really annoying. I just noticed this, the Imperator turns a lot faster compared to the Vaterland. Because when I was trying out for the Vaterland, it maneuvered so slow I almost rammed in one of the islands. So I mean, it's not that good at maneuvering, but back in 1914, it's decent. They're very decent ships. I mean, I like the statue on the Imperator, the eagle, but after World War One, I mean during World War One, they removed it. And so then after that, they never really used it, which is kind of a bummer. I really like the eagle. It really stands out. It's really beautiful. And of course, here's the stern with the nameplates and the port of registry, which is Hamburg. And of course, there is a ton of lifeboats, and of course, the collapsibles are on top of the regular lifeboats as well. And of course, you got bow lifeboats too with collapsibles, and you got more collapsibles, which I think the cranes can like lift them up. And wait, no, you got like these cargo booms that can lift these up and just raise them up in the air. And oh my god, I can't believe I remember the name of these. I keep forgetting the name of them. I was like, cargo booms. Now I was like, now that I remember it, it's cargo booms. Now I can just, if I forget again, I can always just watch this video again. So yeah, I'll try to keep this video short, like 10 minutes long, because the last video I uploaded was like it was like half an hour long, and it took a crazy amount of time just to render. It took like 2.5 hours to render, so I better watch out. See how fast. I mean, see how long this video is. So yeah, before I downloaded the ship pack, for some reason the game stopped working. For some reason, like it just deleted on its own, and like ever since, like I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like whenever I click the vehicle simulation, oh my god, vehicle simulator tab, it just loaded and then it stopped at the creating scene tab, and it just glitched its way from stop working. And all of a sudden, it worked again, I suppose. So yeah, so that's a good thing. So it's not a waste of $30. If it does that, you can always just reinstall it and find your serial key or whatever when you buy it. So yeah, that's a good thing. So I'm not bored again. This is a really fun game when you're really bored. I mean, I don't care about the graphics or anything. It's just a really fun game. You can just simulate voyages, and I can see that island from all the way across. It takes like an hour to go across, but we're not gonna go on a voyage for like a whole hour. We're just so yeah. This is one of the ships. How fast are we going? Okay, yeah, I can go like 20. Oh, it's still going up. It's like going. No, okay, it stopped, I think. Nope, it's going up a little bit. So yeah, like the average speed is 21 knots. And surprisingly, in my chemistry class, I created a periodic table of ocean liners. But interesting enough, I made the periodic table shaped like a Cunard line funnel. It's kind of like, it was really small though, but I did a good job presenting it, but sometimes I kind of stuttered through like most of the presentation because I spoke so much, and then it's, oh my god, I just stuttered like a couple times. But other than that, I did pretty good on my presentation though, and I called it the periodic funnel of ocean liners. So I think the sections were divided up into five categories. So like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like the black part of the funnel is like kind of like here, it's black right here, and then you got like the Cunard livery funnels, which has the black stripes on it. And so I made it add like 4 stripes on it, so it can be 5 categories. So like one section's black, red, 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 divided into black stripes. So the black one's Cunard, and then the second bottom's White Star, and then the third one's North Chester Lloyd, and the fourth one down was HAPANG, and the last one was United States Line. And yeah, and the last time I checked, I think this went 21 knots. I still have it. It's right across for me, right across this room, but I don't feel like grabbing it. But yeah, pretty interesting ship. I mean, it's probably one of the most greatest ships. But the ship was around since 1936, or is it 37? I don't remember. This ship was owned by the Cunard Line after World War II because of the Lusitania disaster. Over 1,198 lives were lost, but after the war, the British had had Hapang's Imperator and renamed it oh my god, I almost called it the Belgian land. No. It's called the Berengaria. And yeah, it had repainted its funnels to Cunard livery and did a little bit of tweaking with the interior. But yeah, most of the majority of the 20s and 30s it was Cunard, and then it was scrapped. And one of the sister ships, I think, had one of the scrappings was turned into tuna like cans for cat food. It's kind of interesting fate, honestly. I'd like to be that person who had the last can of cat food. Probably would have saved it. Honestly, I'm gonna be. I had a piece of. My cat had a piece of Berengaria's food. I mean, the hull, or anything. Or maybe the staircase, I don't know. So yeah, I think that's it for the Berengaria, and yeah, let's remove that. Of course, we covered basically everything on that. The Deutschland, this one's built in 1900, and this one does not go that fast, honestly, which is okay, I guess. I don't mind it. Very decent ship. I actually don't mind the funnels being split into two. I mean, if all the funnels were uneven, and then we would have issues. And why is this ship facing towards the island? Unless we want to go on full collision with the island. Be like, I don't know. I don't know what it'd be like. And here's something fun that I like to do when I'm really bored. Like, pretend like a big 600-foot ocean liner, like this size, can go up to 500 knots. What? Oh no, it stopped working. No! Okay, folks, I do have to apologize for the crash. Currently, I don't think Deutschland doesn't like to be going really fast. I think it likes to stick to being a slow bug. So, interesting. So, I think there's more ocean liners like the Milwaukee. This one, the Milwaukee's a town in Wisconsin, a city in Wisconsin. I've actually never went there, and actually I went to St. Louis. It's a nice town. I think there's more. I don't know. Is there? Nope. This one's like painted white, and this one's the 1920s version. This was during the Great Depression, during the stock market crash of 1929, called, I think it was Black Tuesday, I think it was. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Black Tuesday when the market crashed. And I'm just curious what the Germans did. Because I think they went through a depression after World War One. And why am I not lagging? Okay. Okay, this one doesn't seem to lag as much as the other ones, because this one's a little smaller. Oh, wow. Interesting detail for the exterior. Wow. I'd like to go on a cruise on this one. I think this is like a cruise liner. I think in the 20s I think it was an ocean liner though, but in the 30s it was like a cruise ship like the Mauritanian, all the other ocean liners that were converted. Of course, let's go run the engines. Full steam ahead. And of course, I might do other reviews on ocean liners in this game. I know a good buddy of mine named Shipster1912. He's got a lot more subscribers than I do, like a couple hundred more subscribers, and I'm kind of proud of him. I guess he kind of deserves it, but it kind of upsets him when there's other people like kind of copy off his channel. Like I'm not gonna give any names, Bo, but there's other channels that kind of copy off his, and it kind of bugs him, and I don't blame him honestly, and I mean I really feel sorry for him about that, but I mean he kind of deserves all these subscribers and views, and congrats to him. He's gotten 1,000 subscribers in over a month, I think, because I'm friends with him on Facebook. What the heck is up with this forecastle deck? It's really weird. It's like, it's, I don't know. It's really awkward. I think it's just, no. It just bugs me. And you got like the 30s, kind of like the late 20s funnels look to it. Because during like the 20s, during like the late 20s, they had like Art Deco exterior and interior look. And you get like kind of this Art Deco look. Kind of like the Britannic and the Georgic had like these funnels. So I think the first ever Art Deco liner is the Ile-de-France, which was free funneled and built. Yeah, it's built in the 20s, built in 1927, and I think I think the Ile de France, I think broke Mauritania's speed record. I could be confused with another liner. I don't know. Wait, no, I'm not confused. I am confused. Yeah, because Mauritania's speed record was broken in 1929. I don't. I honestly. Wait, no. I think it was the Europa that broke it in the Bremen. Because those ships were released in 1929. But they're not bad ships, I suppose. I mean, I just really didn't care for them. And then again, I don't know much about these ocean liners that much. I'm more into the Edwardian ocean liners. I mean, there's many people that are into Art Deco liners, like I have a buddy of mine that lives in California, and he's big in the Queen Mary. I mean, he lives like 20 minutes away from it, and he goes there every what's so often and go visits, and then he has instantaneous access to the crew areas that you're not allowed to be in, and yeah. And I would like to go see the Queen Mary and see her beautiful interiors. And I'm not a big fan of Art Deco, but Queen Mary is probably one of the ocean liners I would like to go see. Because I've never seen an ocean liner before in my life. But the only thing that I got close to seeing an Art Deco liner or any other ocean liner is probably a car ferry, which was built in 1931. It's called the City of Milwaukee. Yeah, City of Milwaukee was built in 1931. So 2 years after this ship was built. And I got to see the inside of it and whatsoever. And yeah. And also I got to see the Spartan too this summer. Yeah, this summer with my dad. And yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the Spartan before that since a couple of years. And of course, I get to see the Badger as much as the Spartan does, because the Spartan just lays in dock in Ludington, Michigan, and I only live like 2.5 hours away from it. And of course, there was like a World War II auxiliary carrier ship, I think, in World War II when it was in the Normandy invasion in 1944. And yeah, and I get to see it, and after the war it was converted into a car ferry in Michigan, which is very, very interesting. I mean, how often do you see a World War II carrier serving the Great Lakes after the war? It's interesting, I know. How fast are we going? 21 knots, which, not bad. I mean, not bad for this ship, I suppose. And we're gonna remove it. And one more ship before we go. We're gonna review probably the oldest ship on this game so far. I downloaded ships, the Great Britain. Of course, this ship is a museum ship in Bristol, and you can go visit it in its museum ship. So yeah, it's like 200. I don't know how long this one is. I think it's like 200 feet long, and it's 17 knots, and I think it's like 7 bladed. Well, let me count. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blades, which is crazy. How often do you see this though? But back in 1845, this was like modern technology. I mean, this was new. I mean, this was modern engineering right here. Even Brunel designed it. I mean, he was the greatest like engineer ever, or designer. I don't know. He even built the Great Eastern, which the length hasn't been broken up until I think it was until the Adriatic was built in 1901 for over like 50 years. Over almost 50 years it hasn't been broken. The length and anything. Which is shocking. I mean, crazy too. And I see like many drawings of the Great Eastern looking dramatically tall as ever, though, but in reality it's not that big. It's only like 650 feet, I think. I don't know. I'm not really confident about my answer there. I haven't done much researching on Great Eastern. And of course, I did have deck plans of the ship, which I gave it to Creepercraft City, and he built it. So of course he did give me credit for the deck plans. So yeah, and yeah, I mean, there's also another running mate called the Great Western, which was which is a wooden paddle ship built in 1838, and yeah, I don't know much about the ship that much, other than that I built it. These paddle steamers are kind of rare to come across because they're all gone. You know, like Cunard's first ever ocean liner was the Britannia, and the first ever ship built by Brunel was the Great Western. And this is like the first iron-hulled ship ever built, and this is like I don't know how old is this ship. Older than 150 years. It's like 175 years old, which is old, like very old. Like old. I mean, you can go visit. It's still in really good shape. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know one guy. He's building a Great Lake ship called the Keewatin, which is a museum ship. I mean, it's in working condition. It was built in 1907 in Scotland. Interesting fact, when the ship arrived in Canada in the St. Lawrence River, she was broken up into two pieces and then rejoined again. But that was in 1907. But during the years, she had exterior refits, and it looked completely different than it did in 1907. The only difference is that the hull is white and runs with a green stripe and a green draft, and has the Canada Pacific Line logo on the funnel, and of course the bridge, and of course there's an additional bridge on top of the older bridge. So yeah, it's like 107 years old. Wait, no, is it? I don't know. I kind of just forgot my dates. I have to apologize. So, yeah, I mean, Keewatin was old. I mean, it ran from 1907 to 1965, and I mean, before it was moved to Canada, it used to be like almost an hour away from where I lived, and now it's gone. Sadly, why? So now we can't go visit the ship, and we have to go all the way to Canada just to go see it, which is a shame. So, yeah, the Great Britain, fabulous ship, great. I could sink it for you guys, but I don't want anybody like copying anybody else's videos for copyright reasons, and don't want my friend to be not happy with me. So yeah, this is Vehicle Simulator. If you guys suggest any more ships I should review for Vehicle Simulator or in Minecraft, which later today I might do another Minecraft video. I mean, feel free to subscribe. I mean, I will be making more Vehicle Simulator videos again and more Minecraft videos again. Oh my god, did I say... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that sounds right. I mean, again, because after the video, yeah. And that is it for you guys. So, see ya! Bye.